We interrupt your watching of Wheel of Fortune for something you probably didn't never, ever, ever thought about would happen, especially years ago. But let's talk about it right now. What? Okay. All right. This is Teal Town Live. Yes. Breaking news, breaking news. Yes. This is not a joke, folks. The Sharks have traded Henry Thrun to the Toronto Maple Leafs for Ryan Reaves. If you want to be part of the show, you can chat with us throughout on the YouTube page or the app. You can always follow us on the social. Hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, you name it, we love it. Of course, if you're watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button on the channel. Find everything at tealtownusa.com. And if you want to support the show, by all means, hit us up on Venmo at tealtownusa, or if you're watching us live, you can hit us up with the super chat donation. Yeah. My microphone's sounding weird.
Yeah, you sound like you're in a tube, sir.
Ooh, that's weird. How about now? Is it any better?
Am I the only one who's... No, sorry, Puckguy.
No.
Well, see what
Oh,
happens.
now you're good.
There you go.
Now you're good. Now you're
Yeah.
good.
See what happens when a crazy trade happens. Yeah. So it's Jules. It's Ian. So for full context here, you're wondering probably who this person is over here. Definitely seen him in our chat. He's been talking to us for months about wanting to try out, and we were actually talking to him about his interview when this trade happened. So, Tyler, welcome to Teal Town, USA. First off,
Thank you
great,
so
great
much.
to have you with us. Yeah, that's so weird. Just going through the chat, Pat saying LMAO. Alex Beltran saying, "Am I the only one who doesn't have a problem with this?"
I'm mixed emotions. Jules went through the whole 7 cycles of grief as we were going live.
Yes. So apologies for the mic issues, but yes. Yes. Oh, welcome, Tyler. All right. Jordan saying, always good to trade a 34-year-old or 24-year-old for a 38-year-old. Yes. Why not get futures? We already have plenty of plugs already.
Thrun was getting you futures.
So
He would, yeah. He could.
Are you telling me Ryan Reaves doesn't have a future in the NHL?
what?
Watch Greer go out and now flip him.
He's not going to.
Yeah. So if you are just joining us, the trade happened within the last half hour. If you're watching us live, the San Jose Sharks have acquired forward Ryan Reaves. That just blows my mind out of the way. From the Toronto Maple Leafs in exchange for Henry Thrun. Ian, I'll start with your initial reaction on this trade.
Are we shocked at this point? I think that I've been saying this for a while. Mike Greer has values, has an overvalue of bottom 6 players, and I think this is a continuing trend on that. Now, I can't get too angry because I have been on this show campaigning for Henry Thrun to be thrown into the sun. So now that Henry Thrun is gone, I can't really come here and super complain about it. It's a weird trade. I think it kind of makes sense to me, and I hate that it makes sense to me. Ryan Reaves is the guy who's on a last year of a deal. It's not a good deal, and it's money, right? And it helps them. It gives them more flexibility to be able to hit the floor. It's a tough guy. I think I don't like Ryan Reaves. I think Ryan Reaves is a pain in the ass, but I think that as he has a infectious disease that is going to go over this fan base, where I think people are going to get over it pretty quick, just because again he's going to go out there, he's going to punch people in the face, especially if they look sideways at a Celebrini or a Will Smith. And I think after the initial what the hell are we doing? I think Sharks fans are probably going to be fine with it when it's all said and done. Again, look at the Sharks aren't going to be good this year. We know that. It's going to be another shit year. But I understand that they had a logjam on defense after bringing in Klingberg and Orlov and all of that. So I do understand that there was a logjam and somebody had to go. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Like I want to come on here and scream and whatever, but like Henry Thrun isn't worth it.
Gotcha. Tyler, welcome. Throwing you right into the gauntlet. Your take while we were still finishing up and talking to you about this move all of a sudden.
So I think Ian said a lot already. Is just Greer's definitely valuing some depth players here, but also I think it just goes to show a lot with the other move that was made earlier today with Jakub Skarek. Is just I think we're just filling in positions at this point. We've got Ryan Reaves, who he's just a big body. He will hit people. And let's just hope that he doesn't get scored on too much. And then we're giving up a guy that we have so many left defensemen. What's the real loss in terms of our lineup here? I don't see anything. So, in all terms, the trade is fine. People are saying that we could have gotten like a fourth. I don't think Toronto would have given a fourth for a player that's
I think they would have done anything to get out of
defenseman.
Reaves.
Yeah.
I think they're just happy to get out from under Ryan Reaves, to be completely honest, because that contract it's not terrible, but it's not good either.
No.
Jules, my dear, your thoughts.
I think I went through the whole 7 stages of grief and I've come to a reasonable conclusion. We're gonna have the most painful fourth line to play against in the league. And I think as Sharks fans, we just gotta take pride in that, all right? As a 5'8" human myself, and I'm sure these hockey players, you don't like getting hit. Hitting's not fun. It's dangerous, blah, blah, blah. And now you're going to be faced with Barclay Goodrow, Zach Ostapchuk, and Ryan Reaves on your fourth line. Will they get caved in? Abso-fucking-lutely. But will they hit you? Will they make you a nightmare to play against? Does Celebrini and Smith have protection? Yes. Celebrini, Smith, Misa, Chernyshov, Dickinson, Cagnoni, all the Askarov. How many times did a Sharks goalie get hit last year and no one went to their defense?
Yeah.
Looked fucking miserable playing. Ryan Reaves, as much as I hate this low-key, but love this, he's going to bring that, like Ian said, that juice, that contagiousness to this team when at times they looked demoralized. Like, they looked like they were barely even hanging in there. So, yes, I hate it. Yes, it's probably bad value, and this is, like Ian says, slowly becoming a trend. However, I don't know what you were getting for Henry Thrun. Because, yes, he's a 24-year-old defenseman, but if you watched him play last year, now I know it was for the Sharks, he's not great, okay? Like, he's probably the 8th or 9th defenseman for the Leafs off the top of my head. So, yes, it's probably really shitty value on Mike Greer's end, but I think he was just trying to get rid of Thrun as the Leafs were trying to get rid of Reaves. And it just ended up being that, oh, look, the two of them worked out together. And we're getting Ryan Reaves for 1 year, and we're probably going to ship him off at the trade deadline somehow for a 5th-round pick because Mike Greer does weird things all the time.
It's going to be interesting, though, from the Leafs perspective, because Henry Thrun, he has to clear waivers. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with him out of camp. Is he going to be a guy that they just immediately send down and then potentially lose to waivers? Like, I think it's from their perspective, this is just getting out from under the Ryan Reaves contract, in my opinion. The concern I have, and it's been brought up in the chat, is what is he going to be? Is he going to be an every night guy? Like, I don't think that. I don't think he's going to be. He shouldn't be at this point in his career. He should not be an every night guy. He skated. I think he was in like 35 games for the Leafs last year. That's my concern, though. Is this going to be an every night guy? Because again, Like, yeah, he's tougher than a lot of the bottom six rabble that we have right now. But say it with me, the Sharks have a lot of that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the thing with Reaves. Like, he's only, again, I'll keep saying this, and I'll just keep saying this. He's only signed until, like, he's signed with everyone else, basically, which is basically the end of this year, right? Like, who the fuck do the Sharks have signed besides Orlov, Celebrini, Smith, Toffoli, and Eklund beyond this year? Oh, I'm sorry, and Barclay Goodrow. My bad. I'm so sorry.
I don't even think all the players that you mentioned are even signed past this year.
Yeah,
Eklund is. But, like, he's on that same trend of, like, everyone is going to expire after this year, and we're somehow going to get... Clip this right now. The Sharks will get, like, a 6th-round pick for Ryan Reaves at the trade deadline. Because it's fucking voodoo!
It's crazy how it is. Rob Iman with a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Guy for a guy, better than Goody punching faces.
Well, at this point, like, Goodrow, are you going to play with the fucking Cuda?
I don't know, but I mean, and Beans mentioning, well, also Reeves does not fight anymore.
He can. I think he. I haven't watched Ryan Reaves enough to comment on that because I didn't really think I'd have to watch Ryan Reaves long enough to comment on that. Look, like Reaves, as much as we hate this, he will be a good guy for Celebrini, Smith, Misa, Chernyshov. Not to learn skill from. Let me make that very clear. But just as a personality to have in the room for these kids, like you could do way worse personality wise. He'll bring the energy. He'll hype the kids up. He'll throw the hit that'll get the bench going. Like.
The best thing we can say about him is I've never heard a team say they don't like having him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you're rebuilding or not rebuild, when you're coming out of the rebuild, whatever the fuck the Sharks are doing right now, like you need those type of guys. And I think they were hoping Barclay Goodrow was that guy, and he really wasn't.
Yeah.
So Reaves last year, I mean, obviously some injuries played in this, along with a lot of scratches. For the Leafs, he played in 35 games, had a couple of assists, was a -2, had racked up 28 penalty minutes. For the Marlies in the AHL, he had 1 goal, was a -1 in 3 games. And he has played, I mean, let's see, 22-23 was when he played 73 games between the Rangers and the Wild. Had 15 points there. I'd be stunned if you were to get that kind of production out of him. The thing with the move is Reaves takes on a little bit more money, so a little more cushion to get to the floor. Yeah, and but it's an extra $350,000. Yeah. So.
Let me clarify something. This is not the top 9 forward I think Mike Greer is going to go out and get eventually. This is just purely... I know. This was just purely a move that I think both teams were like, we want to get rid of this guy. Well, we want to get rid of this guy. And it just... low-key ended up being the weirdest trade in NHL history.
It's GM musical chairs.
Yeah. Ash Battle saying, oh, stop Chuck. At least we'll have someone to learn off for fighting.
It'd be nice for us Stop Chuck to do something.
I give the fucking guy a chance. Jesus Christ, guys! Stop bashing the 21-year-old.
Kenley, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm a Leafs fan. Honestly, Reaves is a great locker room player, but
yeah, he is a good locker room guy. Like, and that's what Tyler said earlier. Like, there's never been a team that didn't like having Ryan Reaves in the locker room.
Yeah. No, totally. Skylar with the $2 super chat. Reaves, Ostapchuk, Goodrow, 25-26 San Jose Sharks 4th line.
I'm gonna throw up.
So if you haven't McKenna, is a
Hey guys, so because it seems like all the GMs voted on continuing this decentralized draft, I think we should start the 2026 draft tomorrow. That way we can draft Carson. What's his face? Befro? I forgot his name. The 6'4" right shot D-man.
Yeah.
Gavin McKenna. We're gonna have to trade him anyways if we get him.
Oh my God.
No. We gotta
playing for Penn State this year.
Oh my god.
But
Oh.
I mean, I'm seeing a lot of the things in the chat, and I'm trying to get through
I'm
what.
laughing so hard.
Oh my gosh, what's being missed by everyone? The Sharks traded a third for Thrun, showing the fact that the Sharks still stuck.
Yeah. Is it weird who did that?
Oh,
Dude, the Sharks
man.
in the third round are cursed. Like I think there's some voodoo magic happening in there. We also just hate third round picks, apparently.
Apparently. Let's continue on with some of the things I kind of saved here. Alex Beltran.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'd rather have a logjam at the fourth line than in defense and Dickinson can't play.
well, that's the thing, right? I think that's the problem you're coming into this year. Like they had to bring on contracts. They had to get to the floor. We all knew this.
Yeah.
The blue line is where it made more sense because you don't want to have a completely green blue line now that, yeah, like do we really want, like, who do they have now? I'm trying to think. So you have Desharnais and Timothy Liljegren are your grizzled defense core veterans. Like, probably not ideal.
Don't forget Klingberg.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. So bringing in Klingberg, bringing in Orlov, like these are things that they had to do. They had to bring in some bodies to that actually have played in the NHL, especially if you're going to bring a guy like Sam Dickinson in and play. And obviously, if you're going to bring in a guy like Sam Dickinson, you need a spot for him to play. Now, I don't know if the plan is for him to play in the NHL this year. I think that should be the plan, but I'm not in the front office. Mike Greer does not return my phone calls, shockingly. So I don't know what the plan is. But I think
Behind the Fabian Zetterlund trade lied.
But if they do, he did send Henry Thrun into the sun, so he's listening somewhere. Let me finish. So I think that if they had to make room. There had to be room. There was already, even without Sam Dickinson, this blue line is still very packed, and I think they probably are going to have to move another body. But Henry Thrun, I think, was a guy who they did give a chance to succeed, but he couldn't play the minutes that they wanted him to, and they're just so flush with depth guys, period, that he'd get lost in that shuffle too. So
yeah, it's crazy. Alex Beltran trying to predict Reaves will now be traded for Kyrou anyways. So
oh wow.
Yeah, wow. Deku, my hero academia, welcome. Reaves better not be the next Cunnin, Goodrow, Delandry when it comes to ice time.
And that's the quest. That's my concern too. Is like, if Ryan Reaves is an every night guy for this team, that's a problem. Although, again, like, is it any more of a problem than the three names you list? Not really. It's just again, it's the same. It's the same thing. It's okay. The Sharks have a lot of that guy.
Well, and I saw some comments talking about, when are the Sharks going to acquire some real talent? You got to remember, you got to have a team that players want to play for. The Sharks are just so young. We aren't going to be getting, Marner because he's like, what, am I supposed to wait 2-3 years before we're actually in the playoffs? No, he's looking for some playoff action now. Give it probably next year's when teams are really going to start looking at the Sharks for, moving into the playoffs and really wanting to be there because they can get in early, they can, establish themselves without just immediately getting traded off.
Yeah.
Alexander Provenzano, Reaves is just one of the 4 remaining active players who do not wear a visor, as Matt Martin recently retired. That's true. That's how long he's been in the league.
Yeah, I don't again. I need to see what happens now. I think, again, though, like it's continuing a really not fantastic trend of just these guys that are bottom 6 guys that we're just infatuated with, and it's a concerning trend, and I'm still concerned by it because, again, like, I didn't think highly of Henry Thrun, so it's hard for me to muster anything other than apathy here, but it is another trend of just a better asset going out than what's been brought back.
Yeah. Jacob Lyons mentioning maybe this is the defense pairing: Orlov, Liljegren, Muck, Klingberg, Dickinson, Leddy. Mind you, doesn't have Ferraro in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder if Sam Dickinson's on the team. I wonder if you stick him with Klingberg, just because again, just the guy with the
I
ton of
agree.
experience.
In fact, I think the one player on here that I don't agree with, I don't think Mook's going to make the roster. I think they're going to have Cagnoni instead.
I don't know.
That'd be a tough call.
They don't have the room, right? Because then again, you're if a guy like Cagnoni comes up, I just don't think they put Dickinson and Cagnoni on the same blue line. That's a lot of and it's not even a slight against Cagnoni at all. But again, you have to manage contracts, right? Like again,
that's true.
Cagnoni's the guy that can go down without hurting you. Shakir Mukamadulin, I don't think can clear. I would have to clear waivers now. So unless he's your seventh guy, but they played him like he played so much last year with Ryan Rosofsky. I'm not sure. I mean, again, it's the season's 3 months away.
Yeah, I like Mook. It's just he is that weird. We have a lot of players that are just in that weird place where it's like they're kind of NHL talents, but being in the NH or AHL is probably also better for them.
Yeah, but Mook Madula, I think, will be up. Like, I mean, he was before he got hurt. He was playing more minutes than I think even Ferraro at some points, which says plenty, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all right.
It is going to be weird. I agree, Mark. It's going to be weird seeing Reason to Steal. So it is going to be weird. It's
Very
going to
weird.
take some games too. And I think the one thing that always does concern me too is just like, the best thing. I feel like I'm your mom telling you to just ignore the bully. But like that is the counter to Ryan Reaves is you just stop chasing him around, because I think when the Sharks had issues with Ryan Reaves and things kind of went sideways, like that's how things kind of got back on the rails was Thornton. And I can't believe we're talking about a guy who played against Joe Thornton at this point. But again, like once those guys stopped chasing him around, I thought, they usually got their series back on the rails a little bit. So I don't know, man. It's a weird one.
Yep. Let's continue of here to me. I'm trying to see what else we have.
Am I not mistaken? Has Reaves ever played for a team not in a blue-ish colored jersey?
Vegas?
Oh, that's right. He did play for Vegas. Yeah.
He was one of the original Golden Knights.
Yeah. Shipped him off real quick.
The Minnesota Wild. Yeah, he started off with the...
Oh, yeah, and the Wild.
With the Blues, then moved to Pittsburgh, then became a member of the Golden Knights for 4 years.
Way more than I've realized.
Then moved on to the Rangers and had a partial season with the Wild,
Pittsburgh,
and then Pittsburgh as well.
Yeah, he's been around, man.
Yeah, he's definitely a journeyman.
He's been around.
912 games. I mean, can't see him going all 82, but
no. If he does, then we've got problems.
Gavin McKenna goes to Penn State next year, and there you go.
Well, so I think it was asked earlier, is like, do we expect Reaves to be in for the full season? I think no. He's actually
he's not
a great player for players that still need a little bit of time in the AHL. So he starts the season, but then maybe towards the end of the season, he might get placed on waivers as the season goes on.
Again, I will not be shocked if he somehow gets flipped at this year's trade deadline.
Also very viable.
Florida has ruined the league.
Oh, boy. So, yeah.
He's on track to join the Rainbow Jersey Club. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just quite interesting as to how this goes down. But yes,
oh my God.
Oh, Craig, that's a good point.
Enemy of
King is a friend of mine. Yes.
Valid.
That will be fun when the Sharks take on the Canucks, Yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Nonetheless, it's just an intriguing trade.
Were GMs just bored and decided, yes, let's lay this pumpkin tonight at like 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, right? Like this is just the normal thing we talk about.
Brad Tree Living needs to send Mike a gift basket.
Like 10 p.m. Eastern time. I mean, it's 7. I mean, usually we don't hear trades from the Sharks at this. Oh, now.
I gotta think this was like Toronto wanted to do this at the last minute because, well, no, what? Toronto's happy about this. What am I talking about?
Oh, yeah, Leafs fans should be ecstatic.
Yeah,
But it's just like, why is this happening so late? Are they just
Yeah.
hoping everybody's asleep? Like, what is this?
you know, we I'll go off of what Steve Dangle tweeted out earlier. First off, he shot a roster preview video like 4 hours ago, and now he's pissed. But the trade is awesome. Thrun has 5 career goals. You'll never guess who his first was against. So, but you know, Cause Mike was saying, you know, always love the stream. Thank you. Always tune in. Thank you. But stop panicking. This isn't terrible. We need someone to protect the youth, and Thrun really wasn't that impressive in the time that he's had to improve himself.
Into the sun.
Into the sun. Hey, Ian, you got your wish though.
I did. Into the sun. Yeah, Toronto, man. Into the sun.
So Ferraro's next.
Almost certainly.
Good to know.
So we'll see. Again, I mean, you now have a logjam because you have Goodrow, Delandria, Grunstrom,
Yeah.
a stop
Don't worry.
check.
Those guys will
Reeves.
ease into those guys will slink into the top 6. It's fine.
Well, they're not.
Barclay Goodrow, maybe?
A few of
I don't
them
know.
are getting moved, I'm pretty sure at this point.
Yeah.
Carl
there's-
Grunstrom, some team's going to be like, ah, yes, we want that. Here is a 5th round pick. You know, like, it's fine.
There's going to be a lot of depth pieces at the trade deadline that San Jose's going to move again.
I
mean, Jacob's saying that that's the other thing. If this is Greer's worst trade, he's doing pretty well.
don't think this is his worst.
Yeah, this is already not his worst.
No, the Zetterlund one is probably his worst trade.
Uh,
It depends what they get back. If they can do the fling, what is being rumored to, like, if you can get a top 9 forward for Ferraro, like, you're fine.
yeah, Austin Westbrook asking, are we under the floor if we trade Ferraro?
Like, yes, it'll
yeah.
you'll get a top 9 forward. That
They'd
makes
have to get something in exchange for him.
Yeah.
To
You're
maintain
currently, yeah, you are currently a shade
Tyler
under 73
Myers.
million.
You are a San Jose Shark.
Tall and plays the game the right way.
Hang on, Tyler Myers.
As of right now, the Sharks still have 21 roster spots, 21 active roster spots available. 46 of 50 contracts. That's starting to be a little bit more important on there. You have 23 million cap space, but you are just 1.4 million over the cap floor. So, yes, like everybody's saying, if you were to move Ferraro, you know, with his
yeah, that's not. They're not just
5
dumping
million.
Mario Ferraro. Like they're gonna.
Right.
If they move him, it'll be for something that they want.
that at least we better. Let's
Yeah.
be honest here. You know, so we'll see on that. Let's see. Going through the chat a little bit more.
Wait, can we address the Logan's comment here? Hear me out, Nurse in the Moon for Ferraro.
Friend to the Sun.
I don't
in the
even
moon
want to
for
joke
Ferraro.
about this because I'm actually scared it's going to come to fruition.
It kind of makes sense. Numbers wise.
I'm going to
don't
throw
know.
up.
I'm
No,
just
we're not.
saying.
No, it would have to
We
be
do not.
Nurse and give me a fucking Isaac Howard also while you're at it, okay?
Maybe. There you go. You
They
never
just
know.
traded Sam O'Reilly for him. He's no. What are we doing?
I know Tyler kind of mentioned it earlier, but let's talk really quickly about the goaltender that was acquired today.
Goalie for Wichita.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wichita, here's your goalie. Enjoy.
I think so.
Jacob Skarek, we should put that out there. 1-year contract was with the Bridgeport Islanders, and yikes for the Bridgeport Islanders.
The Bridgeport Islanders are a terrible team. They won, I think, 15 games all year
I
last
think
year.
like 4 at home.
They weren't a good team, right? I'm not excited about this, but it's another like veteran guy who's gonna come in who I think the problem was last year was that when the Sharks and Barracuda kind of had all that goaltender issue, like Gabriel Carrier, his first year in pro, basically was the guy on the Barracuda, right? And I think they're just trying to avoid that situation again, where him or a Matt Davis is forced to be the guy because of injuries or whatever. So I think it's one of the replies on Twitter to me was like, well, this is definitely one of the goaltender randoms of all time, and yeah, that's what it is. I think it's fine. I think it's not a big deal. It's a guy who can come in and sit on the bench if someone gets injured in the NHL, and can play games in the AHL if they have injury problems down there. Sharks had a ton of especially on the goaltending front, like goaltending was kind of dicey for them for a while on the injury front. So I think it's insurance to it should be read into more than just being insurance to make sure that they have people that are able to play, so that guys aren't put into situations they shouldn't be in.
I think Carrier has proved that he can hold his own in the AHL, and I really want to see what Davis has, which is why I said that I think this guy probably starts in the E.
Oh, possibly, yeah. I mean, someone's going to be on the
not.
Wichita Shuttle.
Yeah,
but don't be surprised if that could be Matt Davis too, though, because the Barracuda have done that with some other, like Gabriel Carrier spent a lot of time in the E when he first came in, right? So I wouldn't be shocked for a guy like Matt Davis to get some, because it's going to be a situation where he's going to be able to get lots of starts there, and they might just see that as more valuable than whatever. But could he end up in the ECHL for sure? But that could be Matt Davis too.
Well, and you're going to have to enlighten me, because I don't exactly understand how AHL contracts work. Mm-hmm. Is Davis actually able to be sent down to the ECHL from...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know he's not under contract with San Jose. It's just directly with the Barracuda.
Correct. But, and so the ECHL Wichita Thunder are their affiliate. It's basically the same thing as the NHL sending a player to the Barracuda. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah. But yeah,
I would like Greer to maybe sign one. I don't know what. This was not the goalie veteran I thought was going to be signed. So.
No,
I get you.
Aaron Dahl will get his contract eventually.
Ian?
Hey, you know what? I was just going to mention this. Nolander was saying we should just make Aaron Del Lacuda third goalie until he retires.
Yeah.
Yes, and then when the new CBA kicks in, he'll be the number 3 goalie that we have on the side, just in case something happens for the team.
And Skirk again, right? Like, this is a guy who could come up and, like, if something happens to either Nedeljkovic or, heaven forbid, Askarov, like, he's a guy who can come and sit on the bench too while the other one plays.
Right.
Yeah.
But before the stream started, I did mention to Eric to Puckguy, and I think also, I don't know if you were there, Jules, but
I don't remember.
With both Davis and Carrier. With Carrier, I just don't see him being able to move Carrier out of that position. He definitely did a fantastic job for what he had last year. But for Davis, we need to see him. Like, he was fantastic in the NCAA last year. And there's just no way you're going to have a goalie that in the AHL is below 900 move out somebody who was one of the best goaltenders in the NCAA.
It's still a jump, though. Like, it's still a jump to the pro game, right? And this is also, and the one thing to remember about Matt Davis is he is only under AHL contract. So these other guys are signed to full NHL deals, which is another thing there to keep in mind.
JL, good to see you from Nashville. Dress Riva for those games against Utah.
That's the other thing, right? Like, part of me feels like last year my girl saw Celebrani and Smith getting cheap shotted a bit too often. And yes, Reaves isn't going to be in the lineup every night, but he can take names and he'll go punish those names.
Oh yeah, like if someone takes a run and it's time to, do the staged fight rodeo, then Ryan Reaves,
it can't be as staged as Curtis Gabriel against Ryan Reaves during the COVID year. I mean, Double A Sports saying hot take, getting Reaves was a good move with all the young stars. The Sharks need an enforcer to make sure the Tkachuk brothers don't do Tkachuk things.
So here's the problem with that. If you put Ryan Reaves on the ice against the Tkachuks, it's not going to end well. Like, this is the thing that everyone forgets about this, right? Like, And when everyone, especially like when people are like, oh well, Florida showed that you have to be tough. Yeah. So who did Florida bring in? They brought in Matthew Tkachuk, who can also play hockey very well and score goals and do all the other things too. Sam Bennett, another guy, scores goals, playoff MVP. Like, yes, it is nice to have a guy who can come and take a number and do whatever. But like, if you're putting Ryan Reaves line out against the Kachuk, Marchand, fucking Sam Bennett line, well, let me tell you whose end of the ice you're playing in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sharks.
They're not going to fight. They're just going to score on you.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna jump out of here though. I just want to.
No,
jump
we're
in 'cause
gonna
I
wrap.
thought
We're gonna wrap it up here. But appreciate each and every one of you joining us. In case you missed anything, we don't want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or wherever you get your podcast. The audio version will be up a little bit later on this evening with that. But of course, if you want to get any of their info, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That'll let you know when we do go on the air. When something like this breaks, we will be here to discuss it, react to it, and kind of calm ourselves down with it. So, Ian, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Jules, thank you. Tyler,
welcome, Tyler.
Yes, welcome, Tyler.
thrown into the gauntlet, good sir. I'll let you have a final thought before we get out of here.
I saw, once again, some people in chat were mentioning that, he's a warm body to prevent the young guys from just getting beat up, because the last thing you want to do is become the next Buffalo Sabres. You got a bunch of young guys that are constantly just getting rolled over, and Ryan Reaves does prevent that, so let's hope that despite being at the bottom of the lineup, he is still able to put some of the top guys on the enemy team on their ass.
Yes. Final thought, Jacob Lyons. You mean celebrating his first line ringer, Ryan
Oh my
Reaves?
God.
Kill me. Fucking
No,
kill
no,
me.
no, no, no. All right. Hi, Lexi. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Make sure you keep wearing teal, even if you're in Nashville. All right. Until then, keep it real. Keep it teal. Keep it real, teal. Have a good night, everyone. This one was out of the blue. See you next time.